The best of hot topics was chosen this morning by committee meeting. We had about 40 talks yesterday. We actually had maybe 50 or more that were submitted or considered for the main hot topic session. Then the committee met, we ran through everything, looked at it, and chose these. Now, I need to read a disclaimer, just like we've done before. The best of hot topics is a culmination of topics selected from our hot topics course on Friday, yesterday, Plastic Surgery 2016. They were selected from presentations of new and emerging technologies by our committee. ASPS and PSF neither advocate nor condemn any of these devices, procedures, or studies. Presentation starts with Scott Carson. It's device manufacturers and secondary markets. Who controls clinical practice?
My name is Scott Carson. I'm the president of the Washington, D.C.-based Aesthetic and Cosmetic Business Association. David Engelhardt, who is with me, is a lawyer from Washington, D.C. He is a specialist in business litigation and presenting businesses against manufacturers. You may or may not be aware when it's time to sell your energy-based device that the manufacturers will not be helpful and, in fact, may stand in your way. And this is because it's virtually impossible to sell or service these devices without paying a manufacturer recertification fee. And this is money taken right out of your pocket and affects your bottom line. The ACBA is a nonprofit trade association really created for people like you and others around the globe to allow the buying and selling and servicing of energy-based devices without encumbrance. And how do they stand in your way? Through recertification fees and other policies. And imagine for a moment that you own an energy-based device and it's in perfect working order and under a service contract, and someone next to you or someone in the room would like to buy it. And in order to purchase that late model laser or IPL or other energy-based device, they're going to have to pay a recertification fee of upwards of $50,000 or more to get service, support, maybe a treatment card, answer a phone call. This is usually paid in advance of the manufacturer doing anything. And for what exactly? Your device is in perfect working order, it's under a service contract. What would be the purpose of that? These fees virtually make your device unsellable, and we believe that these policies are created to force clinicians to buy new devices, and we fundamentally think that's not fair. There's other policies that come out of the C-suite that we believe are inappropriate. About a year ago, I met with one of the leading manufacturers, the CEO in his conference room, told me about a situation years ago where they had terminated some technicians, and those technicians started to compete with them with parts and service. So he manufactured recertification fees as a concept that was widely adopted throughout the industry to fight the technicians that were now independent from taking away their business. And there's other policies you can see here. I won't touch on them all. Rep turnover, reps becoming your competitor on the same device for less money, high price service contract, expensive consumables, etc. I'm going to run through a few letters, what you're facing in the shadows. This is a letter from Cynosure waiving the recertification fee or service without actually doing anything to it. When it serves their interest, they will waive these fees. Again, these things in our belief are fabricated and not justified. This is a letter, legal letter threatening to litigate if you purchase a pre-owned system. This is probably a good example to explain where a device like this in the secondary markets might sell for $35,000, $40,000. Because of the recertification fee, the difficulty of getting consumable cycle cards, if there wasn't a recertification fee, that device would sell for probably double. That's money that's taken out of your pocket. This is a letter, one of the worst examples we've seen. This letter is 5 pages long. This is threatening to litigate a reseller if they sell a device. Here's another one. This one's kind of fascinating. This one's directed to you, the clinicians. This is an example of fight or hidden print in the contracts that you sign. You actually can't move the device. If you move it, they'll come after you. I believe that the world would go crazy if Tesla charged a recertification fee for a used Tesla. It doesn't happen in the automotive industry, it doesn't happen in other industries where there's mature marketplaces, and I think there would be infinitely fewer Teslas sold if there was a $50,000 fee to get tires or a software upgrade. To show you that other markets have adopted this is an article that came out 2 days ago in .med regarding the imaging sector, CAT scans, MRIs, and CTs. The industry is projected to be close to $12 billion by 2021. It encourages honest dealings, and removing it would create a much more robust marketplace. David?
Thank you, Scott. I'm going to try to shorten a 5-minute talk from yesterday down to the 30 seconds I've got left. And the fundamental point is that the losses to your business and the loss to your value, your equity in the machines you own, often hits you in a sum that is too small to fight about. You can't hire a lawyer and go to court on a $30,000 claim. So what we are trying to do is find common solutions to common problems. And in that regard, we put one case into dispute resolution, seeking relief on behalf of one owner who suffered an injury that's typical of many owners of the same model. If we're successful, it will help all of the owners of that model, which the manufacturer rendered literally valueless by refusing to sell any more spare parts or consumables, even though the machines all have a lot of useful life. Another thing we are doing on behalf of everyone is gathering contract terms that protect owners and often help you avoid some of these bad policies, and to do so in advance at the time of making your purchase. We're creating a library of contract terms that manufacturers have agreed to when these terms have been demanded before you purchase, which is the time to do it. This language, for instance, is in one manufacturer's contract with one purchaser. It waives in advance the recertification fees that Scott was talking about. And I've already overspent my time, so I'll pass the podium. Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching the ASPS Best of Hot Topics presentation on the ACBA, the Aesthetics Cosmetics Business Association. There is no economic incentive for 1, 10, or 100 of you to go after and change the predatory behaviors of the manufacturers against you, the individual practitioner. By joining the ACBA, we can come together as a large group and pool those resources to change the industry by changing their behaviors. The annual fee is nominal. Please click the link below and join. Thank you.